Well, as you could tell over the last few days, we are quickly moving from winter to road construction season.
This week, MnDOT released its list of projects for the year. But where do all those orange cones go in the winter? Thank you to Elizabeth from St. Cloud, Colin from New Brighton, and Kevin from Minnetonka for this good question. Heather found some of them for you.
The cones, we found the cones.
Here they are. They're in bloom.
There are 5,000 of them.
And we have more new ones coming in within the next month.
Sitting outside the offices of Warning Lights in North Minneapolis, which until this week have been covered in snow.
Will these cones withstand more than one season?
Typically, we have cones that are probably 10 years old, and we have cones that last all of 10 minutes.
What usually happens to them?
They usually get run over.
And some of them grow legs.
Some of them grow legs. We will occasionally go on Craigslist and you see people trying to sell traffic signs or cones or drums, and lo and behold, sometimes they have our logo on them.
I see.
Companies contracted by MnDOT to do big road construction projects, or companies who host big events like Vikings games or the Twin Cities Marathon, will hire out companies like Warning Lights to set up traffic control.
Well, the first question is, there's a company that does that?
Yep. And it's not just with the cones here on their lot.
So you have a lot of signs. I always assumed these were MnDOT signs.
Aero boards and message board, portable delineators.
These are the big dogs.
These are the big dogs. These are the ones that we use mainly when we're out on the road.
How much does one of these cones cost?
$10.
But you buy in bulk.
We buy in bulk. We buy tens of thousands every year.
More cones.
More cones. They're everywhere.
We found more cones in one of the garages at MnDOT's Golden Valley truck station.
Yours look pretty good.
Well, these are brand new.
Ah.
Well, these newer ones actually last a lot longer, and they're recyclable.
MnDOT estimates they have 14,000 new and old cones at their more than 100 stations across the state. Cities and counties own a lot of cones, too.
So I think the answer you're telling me to this good question is the cones are everywhere in the wintertime.
The cones live everywhere. There is no one storage facility.
If we were to come back a month from now, would this be empty?
Probably, or pretty darn close.
As our next season begins.
Well, thank you, Pat. I've really learned a lot in this one.
Thanks.
Heather Brown.
Happy to help.
WCCO News.
I really learned a lot, too. Heather tells us she's happy to finally answer that good question after so many people have asked over the years. If you have a good one, please send it her way at WCCO.com/links.